Inside the magnificent Thornfield Concert Hall, the golden lights glimmer off marble floors as well-dressed patrons prepare for the annual gala. Amid the quiet hum of preparation, Marcus Chen, a 38-year-old janitor in an olive green uniform, moves silently with his cleaning cart. To the guests, he's invisible, just another worker ensuring perfection. But within Marcus lies a history few would believe. Once a gifted classical pianist, a graduate of the New England Conservatory, he had dreams of performing on this very stage. Life, however, took a cruel turn when his wife died in a car accident, leaving him a single father to 6-year-old Emma. To secure a steady income, Marcus traded concert halls for cleaning halls, pianos for mops, applause for responsibility. Yet every time he wipes the dust off the grand Steinway piano, a spark of longing stirs in him, the ghost of melodies he once played still echoing softly in his heart. Tonight, under the grand chandeliers and whispers of wealth, destiny quietly waits to remind Marcus that some talents, no matter how buried, never truly die, they only wait for the right moment to be heard again. As the gala preparations reach their final stage, James Wellington, the confident CEO and chairman of the Thornfield Foundation, enters the hall. Dressed in an immaculate tuxedo, he inspects every corner with the ease of a man who commands rooms effortlessly. Spotting Marcus polishing the stage, he approaches with casual arrogance. "Tell me, Marcus," he says with a smirk, "do you play this piano?" The question hangs in the air, half amusement, half mockery. Marcus replies humbly, "A little, sir." But before he can step back, Wellington turns to the crowd of laughing donors and announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, it seems our janitor here claims to play. Why don't we let him entertain us?" The room fills with murmurs and chuckles, guests readying their phones to record what they assume will be a harmless joke. Humiliation burns inside Marcus. To them, he's a novelty, not an artist, just a working man overstepping his place. For a moment, he wants to walk away. But then, as the audience waits, something inside him shifts. He feels the quiet strength of his daughter's smile, the memory of his late wife's faith in him. His fear fades, and a new, calm determination takes its place. Marcus walks toward the grand Steinway piano with quiet dignity, the laughter behind him fading into a low murmur. He sits down, adjusts the bench, and places his hands gently on the keys. The touch feels like home. Then, without a word, he begins to play Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major. The first notes drift through the concert hall like light itself, tender, graceful, and full of ache. The crowd falls silent. The joking smiles vanish as the melody blooms, filling every corner with its haunting beauty. Marcus's fingers move with elegance and emotion, his years of hidden training revealed in every phrase. Each note carries his story: love lost, dreams postponed, a father's devotion. The music becomes his voice, saying all the things words never could. By the time he reaches the final measure, even the most cynical faces have softened. There's no janitor on stage now, only a master pianist. As the last note fades into silence, the hall remains still, stunned by what they've witnessed. In that single performance, Marcus reclaims his identity, not as a cleaner of floors, but as a creator of beauty, a man who never truly stopped playing. The hall bursts into thunderous applause, echoing off the high ceilings. Marcus stands, humbled, his eyes moist with emotion. James Wellington, once smirking, now approaches with awe. "That was extraordinary," he says, almost breathless. "Where did you learn to play like that?" Marcus's reply is calm, honest. "I studied at the New England Conservatory. I used to perform, until my wife passed away. I had to raise my daughter, Emma. This job gave me steady hours." A hush falls. The wealthy patrons who once looked at him with condescension now listen with genuine respect. They begin to understand, this man, dressed in a janitor's uniform, once had the same fire and brilliance they came to celebrate tonight. Some lower their eyes, ashamed of their earlier laughter. For the first time, they see Marcus, not as a custodian, but as a man who sacrificed his dreams out of love. Wellington nods slowly, visibly moved. You remind us, he says softly, that greatness doesn't always wear a suit. In that moment, the power dynamic shifts entirely. The janitor becomes the star, and the powerful learn humility, a quiet reminder that dignity and genius often hide behind modest appearances. Wellington, deeply touched, asks Marcus for one more piece, something from his heart. Marcus nods gently and sits again. This time, his fingers begin the serene melody of Bach's Air on the G string. The hall grows still as the music flows, pure and tender. Marcus closes his eyes, picturing little Emma doing her homework at their small apartment, the way she used to fall asleep to this very song. Each note becomes a whisper of love, a father's promise to never give up. The melody seems to reach into every listener's soul. Couples hold hands, parents glance at one another with tears in their eyes, remembering their own sacrifices. Even Wellington blinks away emotion as the music stirs memories of his distant children and all the moments he missed chasing success. When the last note fades, no one dares to move. The hall feels transformed, not by luxury, but by human connection. In those minutes, Marcus reminds everyone that true art doesn't come from prestige or applause, but from the depth of a heart that loves deeply. He doesn't just play a song, he gives the room a glimpse of grace. As the silence breaks into applause again, Wellington steps onto the stage. His voice trembles slightly as he addresses the crowd. Tonight, we came to celebrate the arts, and instead, we discovered one of the greatest artists among us. Turning to Marcus, he continues, the Thornfield Foundation will sponsor a full scholarship for you, to return to music and still provide for your daughter. The hall erupts in applause. Marcus stands speechless, his heart full. Mr. Wellington, he says softly, my daughter always comes first. Wellington smiles, that's why we want to help you, a man who puts love before ambition deserves both. 6 months later, Marcus Chen takes the stage not as a janitor, but as a featured pianist with the city's symphony orchestra. In the front row sits little Emma, clapping proudly, her smile brighter than the stage lights. Wellington keeps a framed photo of Marcus in his old uniform, a reminder that true greatness often hides in plain sight. And Emma proudly tells everyone, my daddy's the best piano player in the world, not because he plays for crowds, but because he never stopped playing for me. A story of humility, love, and rediscovered purpose, a melody that will never fade. Musical keyboard sparkles.